Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to these YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. Yeah, it's Saturday morning. It's a little before 4:30 in the morning, but it's Saturday morning. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Habari, za hasaburi, karibu, ni umbani kewangu. Yeah. Twendi zetu kuja na mimi kula chakula miji baridi, kuvuta kiti, kaa chini, kumpumzika, unakaribishwa hapa kila wakati, jifu arahishe. Yo, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home guy, Arabian Babosa. 914 Westchester County, New York. We're definitely in the house. We're still stuck down here in South Carolina. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I've been on these YouTube streets. I've been on these YouTube streets. Yesterday, Lonnie went live. Lonnie went live for a couple of hours. I don't know what her live was about because I was in and out. Um, I guess there was a lot of confusion going on her panel, so I really didn't stay. So I was in and out of her video. Johnny Blaze went live yesterday. He covered one of Sister T's videos. That's what he did. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Lonnie for going live. Bishop and Farmer Nancy went live last night. I believe they went live twice. Bishop left from California. He's in Texas. He made it to Texas safely. It looked like everyone was having a good time. They was having a good time. So Bishop finally met up with Farmer Nancy. And some other things was happening, so that was kind of interesting. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Beautiful One went live last night. You know, oh my goodness. The only thing I can say about that woman is she's a troublemaker, in my opinion. And this is my opinion. I don't give a fuck how anybody else feel. I don't give a fuck if she gave you money or not. The woman is a troublemaker. The woman is here only to buy friends. Only to buy friends. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. So it is what it is. Yeah. So this is a test live. This is a test live. I'm testing out my link, you know, because I've been noticing that there's been several YouTube creators that went live and they was having problems with their StreamYard and with their link working correctly. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. King Mafia went live yesterday also. I was over there with him for a little while. Shout out to King Mafia Anthony. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Yeah, and he asked me a question when I had hit the link. He asked me, was I ever going to monetize my channel? And the answer to that is no. The answer to that is no. Because there's certain things that I want to remain on my channel, especially the music. I have a lot of short videos that have a lot of music in them, and I do not plan on getting rid of any of those videos. I do not plan, and plus, there will be a lot of things you cannot do if you become monetized. And I see the trouble that a lot of these monetized channels have once they do become monetized. It seems like they try to get as much watch time hours as possible for whatever reason. for whatever reason. And I don't have enough of anything. I can become monetized, but it's no real money in YouTube. There's really no real money in the YouTubes. You know what I mean? Because there's too many rules. They're too strict. There's too many rules. You can't say certain words and all this other crap. So I find that very troubling. I think that's a pain in the ass. So I'm not going to participate in no partnership with no YouTube. I've been on these YouTube streets a long, long time. I started out as a subscriber under Tommy Sotomayor. I'm still Soto Nation. I don't give a fuck what kind of groups are in the sector. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. But you know, there's a lot of things going on the YouTubes, and there's a lot of things going on in the real world as well. So I'm having a lot of fun doing my music short videos. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I'm having a lot of fun experimenting with different things to make my channel a little more interesting. You know what I mean? I even have a couple of videos where they show the Terminator skeleton robot shooting guns, holding a rabbit, and marching in an army sequence. Yo, that is the bomb. And I discovered that, and everyone can do it. I discovered that that's a feature on the YouTubes. And I'm trying to take advantage of everything that YouTube has to offer as far as doing certain things with my videos. I'm very interested in doing only that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, I know it's early in the morning. I know it's early, but I'm not concerned about how early it is. It's only like 4:37 in the morning. It's only 4:37 in the morning.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Yeah.
Reclaim time, reclaim peace. They can't cancel what we did. Let's be honest, let's be free. These racist clowns better not mess with Sister T. Hey. Better not mess with Sister T. Hide from the channel, hide from the channel, got the trolls in the chat. Hide from the channel, they can't ever send it back.
That part of that song is called, if you didn't hear it clearly, it says hide from the channel. Hide from the channel. And I learned that from watching Sister T. I learned that saying from watching Sister T. Hide from the channel, because Sister T gets a lot of trolls. She gets a lot of trolls. She get a lot of trolls in her traffic, the people that watch her and stuff. So I got that from her. So shout out to Sister T. That's one of the lyrics in the song, Hide from the Channel.
We gon' see, let's free, let's reclaim the YouTube streets. We react. Reclaim time, reclaim peace. They can't cancel what we be. Let's be honest, let's be free. These faces clowns when I mess with Sister. Cameras on, comments fly. I can see the fake rise. All the typing, all the talk, but they never look at us. Mask on, avatars, watching big from the dark. screenshot, laugh, then I tear them apart. Drag her, till she stand on the truth. Pick lies, pick sides, she just do it for the proof. In the middle of the mess, she the call, she the key. Every hater in the bush, she still be watching Sister T. From the channel, block the trolls out the chat. From the channel, they can't ever spin it back. Fair use, we gon' speak, that's a fact. Let's read, let's reclaim the YouTube streets. Where we at, reclaim peace. So what we do? Let's be honest, just the three faces down, been on that, just to see, just the tea. Sorry to say it, had to lay it on the line. Beautiful one ain't here, she just chasing some replies. She'd rather get played to the left, looking small. Like a fool in the chest, still believe in every call. You told her the truth, 100 from the start. She chose me lies over medicine and sharp. But your words don't wait, they just wait till we see. When the mask fall off, she'll remember what you mean. Oh, yeah. From the channel, block the trolls out the chat. From the channel, they can't ever send it back. Fair use, we gon' feed, that's a fact. Let's read, let's reclaim the YouTube streets.
If you notice, most of the songs that I do write, I write the lyrics, okay, and the app that I'm using handles the music. But when I post it, I post the songs for a reason. And what I'm doing, I'm telling the story about what's going on the YouTubes, and my opinion, my point of view, my random thoughts. This is my opinion about the YouTube streets. All the songs that has been composed by me on my channel, you know what I mean? Every last one is telling a complete story about my experiences on the YouTube streets. Hide from the channel is a term that I picked up from Sister T. Let's read is another term I picked up from Moonlight. And there's a few other words in there that I picked up from different YouTube creators. See, if I watch you and I listen to you, believe it or not, you become a part of me. Believe it or not, you become a part of me. That's why I call myself the BT1000, okay? The BT1000 is very much a Terminator. You know what I mean? We terminate. You know, shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. The Jeepers Creepers on this shit. When I call myself the Jeepers Creepers on that shit, I mean that literally. If I'm watching your videos and I'm listening to you, you become a part of me. I think I've talked about this a few years ago, a few times in my videos. When I talk about Lucy the Vampire, I'm talking about my past experiences in dealing with the Christian religion. Okay, shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. That's where Spin the Bible comes from. And then last but not least, I mentioned me being the German Shepherd in the goddamn room, which means I'm very protective over myself and the people that I support. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And that's the way it is.
Reclaim time, reclaim peace. They can't cancel what we be. Let's be honest, let's be free. Faces clowns, then I mess with Sister T. Yeah, then I mess with Sister T.
And the last part of that song, it says, they better not mess with Sister T. Because we got a lot of YouTube creators that's been on these YouTube streets a long time. And a lot of them have difficulties in dealing with Sister T. And to me, they're jealous. You know, anyone that cannot deal with her has a problem with themselves. And that's my opinion. Just like I think those that cannot get along with Moonlight or Brown Skin Lady or Queen Regina or any YouTube creator has an issue with themselves. That is my point of view. That is my random thoughts. That is my personal opinion. No one else opinion. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. That's why a lot of us got our own channels, because we already know when certain people go live, other people like to come and hit the link, and they like to dominate the panel. They like to be up there and they're not talking about anything. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. That's why I don't like going to certain YouTube creators' channels, because if the panel's there, certain people will mount the panel just to talk about nothing. It's a bunch of blibberish. You can't understand a goddamn thing they said. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. But I find it very interesting. And you know what? I think someone tried to pull my cult to it over a month ago, but I'm starting to see certain things for myself. I'm starting to see certain things for myself. And I'm starting to say to myself, when people tell me things from now on, I am going to have to take it in full account, because people are not going to waste their time telling you something and it not be true, or there don't be no truth to it. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. That's the way it was when I was in the penitentiary. If somebody told you something about someone else, you better believe it. Or if you don't believe it, just watch and listen. Just watch and listen. Pay attention to your cipher. Pay attention to the company that you keep. Everyone that smiles in your face and X, Y, and Z, I don't care what they do for you, how they do it. If they have a motive behind what they're doing, you have to understand. You have to understand. When people show you who they are, that's who the fuck they are. And that's not going to change. I don't care how you feel about the person. I don't care. Because I find it very interesting that the same storyline is going on over and over and over again in this sector about certain people. I find it very interesting. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. And let's put the warning out there for all female YouTube creators once again. When you are a woman and you are a YouTube creator, please remember and please keep in mind that you are a target. You are a target for men and women. And some of you young ladies, you like to disrespect yourself in ways that you think nobody else is going to discover. Stop disrespecting yourself. Stop disavowing yourself. Stop putting yourselves in position where people can talk shit about you and talk shit to you. Because I find it very interesting that it keeps happening over and over and over again on these YouTube streets. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Women are soft targets. If you're a female, I don't care. In real life, on social media, and politics, and dealing with politics, or anything dealing with people, women have always been the blood sacrifice of any society. People need to start realizing it, and the women in the sector need to be aware. And if you're not aware, I'm telling you right now to pick up a history book. Pick up a history book And the history book will tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Now, there's a song I wrote, and it's called, and basically what I'm doing, I'm describing the black woman and how she is treated in this country. And the black woman, no matter where she's at, whether it's in America, South America, Asia, Europe, the Middle East, wherever the black woman is, I want all black women to understand one thing. You are the original woman. Civilization begun with you. And I like the way the Nation of Islam says it. The black woman is who? She is goddess of the universe. She is queen of the earth. And she is mother of civilization. In other words, you are the goddess, queen, mother of all civilization. But black women are not referred as being that. They're not being referred as being that. In this country, and seems like all around the world, the black woman is being used as a voodoo doll. They used us during slavery. They used us during Jim Crow. They're still using us. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And that's real. They don't treat you like a queen. They treat you like a voodoo doll. And if anybody knows anything about voodoo dolls or dolls in particular, you will know what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about sticking pins inside of a doll. I'm talking about a deeper meaning. A lot of you that don't understand anything about Santeria or voodoo or hoodoo, you will never understand what I'm talking about, because the oppressor, that means the oppressor, the enemy, has succeeded in convincing you to be afraid of yourselves. He has convinced you. The enemy, the cave dweller, the Yaku devil has convinced you that the black woman is who he says she is. Ashe. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, that's the name of the song. It's called Voodoo. It's called Voodoo Doll. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it right now. Hold on. That's not it. For some reason, I don't think I have it in this phone. I think I do, but I gotta look for it. I know I played it for you guys last night. It's different songs on this phone. I'm gonna have to look for it. It should be this one. Who is the black woman? Yeah. Who is the black woman? She's wisdom. Rocking babies while she studies in the kitchen light. She's the moon. Pulling on the water in your chest at night. She's the motion. Storm in her eyes, soft hands on your face. She's the first teacher. Alphabet and attitude tied in the lace. She's a secret. Hidden in plain sight at the checkout line. Name on your phone, but you never read the fine design. She's the blueprint. Heartbeat baseline, reference to the sky. She's the reason
America, she's voodoo doll. With the stairs, with the lights you call. Moved by the screams of the TV show. Playing for the pain she ain't choose at all. In America, she's voodoo doll. Laugh when she breaks and you watch her crawl. Who is a black woman after it all? Who is a black woman after it all?
Yeah. That's why I tell certain YouTube creators, if you're interested in doing poetry or anything, you can read your poetry, but it's good to put it on. It's good to put it on as music, because that song right there tells it all. How the world sees the black woman. But the Nation of Islam said it best. People say all kinds of evil about the Nation of Islam. I'm going to tell you something. It is one of the last remaining institutions. It's a religion. It's a culture. And they teach what Elijah Muhammad said about the black woman. What Clarence 13X said about the black woman. What Malcolm X said about the black woman. And they said that the black woman is mother of civilization. She is the first teacher. That's the first teacher everyone has. Your mother is your first teacher. Your mother is your first teacher. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship you have with your mom, or if you have one or not, or if she's living still or not. The woman, the mother, is the first teacher, because it's the woman that carries the baby for 9 months. It's the woman that goes into labor and have the baby. And they don't stay in labor for an hour or two. No, some women stay in labor for long periods of time. You know why they're in labor that long? Because the bones have to move. Her pelvic bones have to move in order for the baby to travel through the vagina canal and be pushed out into the world, and they're giving birth to. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. And after the woman has the baby naturally, even if she has a C-section, after the baby leaves the womb, leaves the female body, comes into the world, the bones have to come back together again. And the woman is in pain, excruciating pain. That's why a lot of our sisters, even the other women from the other groups, other ethnic groups, they take those pain pills, or they get that pain medicine injected in them before they have the child. I was with one of my sisters a couple of years ago when she gave birth to one of her children. I was there. I went to the hospital with her. I remember them hooking her up to some type of machine, and it was reading her heart rate and the baby's heart rate. And their heart rate was very low. So they had to do a C-section on my sister. I wasn't there for that particular part of the operation of her having the baby, because I had to go back home. But then the next day, I went back to that same hospital. I visited it. I held the baby. I saw the baby. I talked to my sister. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And, that was the first time in my life I have ever experienced what happens to a woman after her pregnancy. She has the baby. We rushed to the hospital. I remember that day her water broke. It was in February. On a February day, the snow was out there thick. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And we had to rush her to the hospital. And I don't remember us being in an ambulance. We took the cab there. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And she had a beautiful, healthy little girl. Shout out to the chat. But I remember how tiny the baby was. I remember how tiny the baby was. But my sister kept the baby in the room with her. She kept the baby in the room as much with her. And then they stayed in the hospital for 3 days. And then on the 4th day, they went home. And I remember going over to her apartment. And I remember the time period after all of that. The baby started getting bigger, started growing. Then the teething started happening and all this other stuff. And then before you know it, they're 2 years old, they're 3 years old, they're 4 years old, they're 5 years, they're growing. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. I'm talking about something that happened back in what? 2000 and I want to say my niece was born 2008. It had to have been around that time because that was around the same time. Not too long after that, a few months later, that's when my father passed away. He passed away like the next year. Shout out to the chat. So a child was born into the world, and then someone was leaving out of the world. And it seemed as he was dying, that was a painful experience for him. And I will never forget how he passed away. He looked a certain way when he was young. When I first met him, it was a total different look when I went to that hospice in New Rochelle, New York. Yeah, my father died in a hospice in New Rochelle, New York. Yeah, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. He didn't take care of himself when he was young. He had lung cancer. He didn't take care of himself when he was young. He was a smoker. He was a drinker. He used to be on dope. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. I wasn't raised by him or under him or with him. I was raised away from my biological bloodline. And that's another thing. And I don't understand how people can adopt children and change their last name or whatever the case may be. And then try what it is when they try to get you to change your last name or your first name. They're trying to erase your family history. They're trying to erase any memory of them. They're trying to erase your bloodline. And this is why I don't like black women, especially, that do that bullshit, put their children up for adoption, got the children sitting in the fucking foster care for years and years. You're too lazy and trifling to take care of your own fucking kids. That's why you put them in fucking foster care. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Black women, not all, but some of our black sisters are very, very lazy and trifling. They're mothers and don't want to be fucking mothers. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Instead of them going out to get a fucking abortion, they put the child in fucking foster care. And that's the worst thing you could do for your own flesh and blood. Because trust me, they do everything in their power to try to destroy the child. What's up, Purple Heart Podcast, Just Jay? Hey, what's up? So, I'm in. Yeah. Hey, girl. Good to see you. Shout out to you. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, child. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I went live. Yeah, I'm testing out my link because for the last couple of days, StreamYard been giving a lot of people a lot of grief. Let's see. My link was working just fine the other day because Beanie Chris had hit my link the other day. Yeah, Beanie Chris had hit my link the other day, so I'm trying it out today. It's good to see you. What's up, Just Jay? Shout out to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you black sisters, you're lazy as fuck. You don't want to take care of your kids. So what you do instead of you getting fucking abortion, you throw them to the wind, you throw them to the wolves, you put them in foster care, you put them in them goddamn group homes. Some of your children don't even end up in the group home or the foster care home. They end up in a juvenile facility. You dumb bitches. You dumb fucks. I don't respect black women. I don't care about any other group. I don't respect any black woman that take their child and put them in fucking foster care or put them up for adoption. I think that's weak. I think you're a coward. I think you're a piece of shit. And that's my fucking opinion. Because you know exactly what be happening in those fucking homes. Look at Biz 101. Ain't Biz 101 a sex offender because of what happened or what took place in one of those fucking group homes? Let's be real. I don't think he would be the way he is if it wasn't for his sorry ass mother. And that's real. Yeah, and I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really appreciate you coming. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, what's up, Tamika? Good morning to you, Tamika. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the morning crew. And we hope that you have many more. Cause today is your birthday. Da-da-da, da-da. Well, today is not your birthday, but it was your birthday the other day. How does it feel to be 53 years old now, Tamika? Yeah. Oh yeah, but it was your birthday the other day. I heard them say it. Hey, just Jay, I'm just testing the link. Yeah, yeah, because I seen some people was having trouble with their StreamYard links. And I have a StreamYard and have a link so people can hit it and test it out for me. There was no problem the other day, but I want to make sure on my end. You know what I mean? Word. And not abuse the whole time. Oh well, she was lucky because it does happen. Not all. I'm not saying all foster homes are like that. I'm just saying some of them are like that. And you will find a lot of foster parents just want the children. In my case, I'm talking about my case. And there's other people that I've talked to over the years. They all give me the same story. So in my case and their cases, yeah, we were used for money. And there was a physical abuse going on in that house, and I was sexually molested at the age of 9. Yeah. So shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Oh, your birthday. Why they say you? I heard somebody wish you a happy birthday the other day. Uh now I know I wasn't tripping. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Well, my birthday is only in a few more days. And I will be 53 years old. I'll be 53 years old, y'all. And I won't be on a walker or nothing like that. I'm 2 years short of getting some of the discounts that senior citizens get. Yeah, yeah. So in 2 more years, I'll be able to move into an apartment complex where there's nothing but senior citizens. I won't have to pay but so much of money. I'll be able to ride the bus uh, uh, for $1. Oh, Lester got it. Lester, the YouTube guy. Lester, the YouTube guy, got it all fucked up, got it all messed up. Shout out to Lester, the YouTube god, for fucking up the birthdays. Now he made me mad. Your birthday's in September, Just Jay. Okay. Shout out to you. See, we all got birthdays coming. And your mother had to push you out into the world, and her pelvic bones had to move in order for you to come into the world. And then after she had you, the bones had to go back. Most of you women are mothers, so you know what I'm talking about. Hey, what's up, King Anthony? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Good morning. Good morning. Lester trying to be a Lester, the YouTube guy is trying to be a passport brother. Oh no, I must be reading this wrong. I must be reading this wrong. Shout out to the chat. I need my glasses, you guys. I broke my glasses a year ago and I haven't replaced. But you know what? Those were the same glasses Birdman gave me. And I just haven't had time to pick up a new pair. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And if I do get glasses, I want them to be the same frame I had the last ones in. They shouldn't be too hard to find. They shouldn't be too hard to find. Shout out to the chat. Holly Favored, shout out to you. Shout out to Holly Favored. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. So I just wanted to go live this morning, you guys, because, just to test out the link, test out the StreamYard link, because some people were having trouble with their link. And I don't want to see. But, like I said, Beanie Chris came up the other morning. He had hit my link. He always hit my link. And we always have a good talk. We always have a good talk. He was the one that convinced me that to leave the beefing alone in this sector. Like when people are beefing, I don't have to get involved. You know what I mean? I can just pretend that it's not fucking happening. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Just Jay. Yeah. Shout out to him. It's good to see you, highly favored. Highly favored. Do you remember a singer named Lisa? Now I forget the last name. She was the woman that sung that song, How Can I Ease the Pain? There's a woman that sang that song a couple of years ago, and she sang the song, How Can I Ease the Pain? Don't you know she sound like you? She got your voice. I mean, the way you talk, that's the way her singing voice is. Highly favored. Shout out to highly favored. I forget the woman's last name, Lisa something. But I know she's a famous singer, and she don't sing anymore, but every now and then someone will ask her to hit those notes on that song. How can I ease the pain? Lisa Fisher. That's it. Just Jay. You read my mind. Lisa Fisher. Shout out to Just Jay for reading my mind. Yo, that's her name, Lisa Fisher. Lisa Fisher sang the song, How Can I Ease the Pain? I might play that after I get off this YouTubes. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but how does everyone like the music I've been releasing on my channel? Like they're on my shorts, and some of it I posted it on my community wall. How does some of the people like some of those songs? Shout out to the chat. But highly favored, you got her voice. I mean, I've heard her speaking voice. It sounds similar to yours. But when she sings, I said, now who did she put me in mind of? Every time I play that song, from now on, highly favored, and I've been experiencing this for a couple of months, I think of you. Every time I hear that song now on the YouTubes or radio, wherever, I'm gonna play it after I get done with this video. Shout out to Lisa Fisher. And you know this woman don't have no children. It seems like most of these famous singers, they only have one child or they have no children. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I bet you can if you try. Highly favored. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, I love me some Lisa Fisher. I remember listening to that song when I was younger. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I had left and started living in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I was living with one of my sisters. She's older than myself. Anyway, to make a long story short, she had a collection of music. And every day before the children went to school, we would do the electric slide. Remember that song? So after the children left, I would just immediately just start cleaning up the whole house. That was my job, to clean the house, to do the laundry, to do the outside yard work. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. My sister paid me $10 a week. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. So I became acquainted with Lisa Fisher. Because about 10:30 in the morning, I would either throw on Phyllis Hyman or Lisa Fisher. And I loved Lisa Fisher. I love Phyllis Hyman. They put me in the back of the chair. Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. They put me in the back of the chair. I don't know what you mean by that, but anyway. Yeah, the electric slide. I used to do the electric slide with my niece and nephew every morning before they went to school. I mean, they would get up mad early in the morning. They would take their shower, get dressed, they would have their breakfast, and then they'd be like, yo, Arabia, put on the electric slide. And I would put it on. I would pop it into the CD thing, and the next thing you know, boom. Yo, I would watch them at first, and then they'd be like, come on, and and we used to do that every morning before they went to school. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Damn, I should have had children of my own. I never did. Anyway. Hey, what's up, Tash? Shout out to you, shout out to you, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. My birthday is in a few more days. So if anybody wants to hit the cash. I'll be 53. Oh. Jesus. To be honest, I don't know how to feel about my age. Now, everything was cool when I was in my 40s. Now I'm in my early 50s, soon to be looking at my 60s. Did anyone see the meal ticket video where he was talking about Garrick being homeless and shit? What? Sim said good morning. I didn't see Sim said in here. Hold on. Sim said in here. Oh, there you go. Hey, good morning, Sim said. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone that came into the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. We having a good time, y'all. Rocking it out. We got 7 people in the building. I want to thank everyone that came in this morning. Thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you. Thank you, Just Jay. Thank you, Just Jay, for posting it. Thank you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Hit the cash app. For the birthday. Woo, woo. Yeah. It's my birthday in a few more days. Me and Tamika, we the same age. Tamika. We close to being senior citizens. Oh, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. My baby brother birthday was on yesterday. Rest his soul. Oh, shout out to your brother, highly favored. Shout out to him. I just feel funny about it. I mean, I knew I was gonna grow old, older as I lived, but it's kind of, I feel kind of strange. You know what I mean? Saying it out loud. I mean, last year I said, well, I'm 52. Some of you remember when I had my 50th birthday on this app. Some of you were, you remember that. Shout out to you. So yeah, it's been quite a journey for me on these YouTube streets. I hope everyone is enjoying the music that I'm putting out there. It's on my short videos, and some of it you can find on my community wall. Thank you. You bless some people, don't see. I know, but it's been a long journey. I ain't gonna lie, Tish. I think all of us have been through this journey a certain way. You know what I mean? Certain things that we did to, continue the journey, and certain things we did that could have been better for the journey. I'm just saying, there's a song called No Regrets. But there's some things I do have regrets for. I think that's what I'm trying to get at, if that makes sense. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. I might play that song after I get done with this video. No Regrets. That's the name of the song. And the woman that sang it, her name was Edith. And Edith was a French singer. She was very similar to what Judy Garland is in this country. So Edith was like another Judy Garland. Shout out to Judy Garland. Shout out to Edith. Shout out to all the old singers that came and entertained us, and some of them have passed on, they passed away. That's right, Holly favorite. That is right. I enjoy my music. Thank you for my music. Oh, you good. You got your 300 drop? Oh, you still working on it, Just Jay. Don't worry about it. You can continue to work on it until you get ready to release it. Just keep working on it. You know what I mean? And there's some ways that you can use certain things off of YouTube's that might help you. You know, shout out to you. I've been experimenting. I experimented yesterday. You know what I mean? On certain things for my channel. That's why y'all see the Terminator skeleton doing what he's doing, because I was experimenting. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. If that makes sense. Who is this? I don't know who this person is. Volkswagen. I don't know who that is. Somebody named Volkswagen. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Somebody hit the link, but I don't recognize that person at all. I sure don't. So I think I had a good live this morning. Somebody had hit the link, but I don't recognize who that person is, even though YouTube did authenticate them. Somebody called Volkswagen or something like that. I don't know who that person is. If I'm unfamiliar, I don't think they're gonna hit the. I don't think I'm gonna let them up. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful of the trolls that come in. If that makes sense. All right, I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to shout out to all my moderators that was in the chat, rocking it up with me. I want to thank everyone. Just Jay, thank you for coming in. Highly favored, thank you for coming in. Tamika McCullough, thank you for coming in. Tish, thank you for coming in. Simset, thank you for coming in. Yo, shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. Yeah, yeah. Just Jay. Highly favored, Tish. Tamika McCullough. Yeah. We had a good crowd this morning. Anthony came through. Shout out to Anthony. Solstice, she came through. Shout out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was good to see my people this morning. Solstice. Solstice. Shout out to Solstice for coming through this morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank everyone for coming through this morning. Yeah, yeah. So if you came through to this channel this morning, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Just Jay, I want to thank all my moderators for coming in and moderating for me this morning. I appreciate you so much. He was about to what? He was about to P-bomb you and call you. Okay. Thanks, Just Jay. All right, Just Jay. Yeah, you might be right, Just Jay. That's why I didn't let him up. I didn't let him up. Solstice, my birthday is March the 18th. March the 18th, so I'm a March the 18th baby. I'm the baby that comes after St. Patrick's Day. I think I do remember my mother telling me that she was in labor with me for, she said a long time. She said a long time. And my forehead really ripped up. That's what she tell me. The lady lies so much, though. I ain't gonna lie, the lady do be lying. Oh shit! Just Jay said 4 more days. Yeah, 4 more days. That's all I got. To be 52, then I'll be 53. Yo, I remember just yesterday, I was 41 years old. I remember when I turned 41. I remember when I turned 45. I remember when I turned 48. And I remember when I turned 50. Yeah, so I believe this is the first birthday I have without Birdman. This will be my first birthday without Birdman. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. He's been gone now more than a year. He's been gone more than a year now. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Today is your birthday? Oh, for real? I didn't know that. That's something new. Yeah, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. I want to thank all my mods for coming in. I want to thank everyone that came into this chat. You know, whether you're a content creator or not. I want to shout out to all my subscribers, new and old. I want to shout out to all of my subscribers, new and old. Shout out to y'all. Yo, y'all have a blessed one. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, Just Jay, when you go out later, when you go out on your thing later on, have a good time. Please have a good time, baby girl. All right, you guys. We out of here. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to thank everyone for showing up and showing out and rocking out with your home girl. Yeah. Shout out to Sister T. Shout out to Sister T. Sister T is under attack by Armando Black and a few other YouTube creators. Shout out to Sister T. She's doing her thing over there. If you're not subbed up to Sister T, please subscribe to Sister T. Please subscribe to Sister T. Shout out to Anthony, King Mafia Anthony. If you're not subscribed to him, please sub up. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to Purple Heart Podcast. If you're not subbed up to her, please sub up. Shout out to them. Yeah. And we got a few other YouTube creators. Anthony was in the chat. Just Jay, Purple Heart Podcast was in the chat. There's some of the YouTube creators in this sector. I want y'all to sub up to them if you're not subbed. Just Jay, when she go live, her videos are very entertaining and informative. She do a lot of educational videos. Not very much reaction videos. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to Just Jay. Yeah. Shout out to everyone that I'm subscribed to. Shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love over there doing her videos. You know, she's supposed to be going live today because I think she's going to the gym to do a workout. She's been working out for a couple of months now. I want everyone to support her and encourage her. Encourage Empress Lonnie One Love. Shout out to her. Shout out to Fats TV. Yeah. Shout out to Uncle L. He's not here in the building this morning. Shout out to G Mama Body. She usually comes in. Shout out to Mika. She usually comes in. Simset, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in, hon. Not worth it. Good morning to you, wherever you are. Shout out to him. He's been kind of busy. He's been kind of busy on these YouTube streets. Shout out to my homegirl, Khadijah. Shout out to her for doing my avatars. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Yeah. So I want to shout out to all my YouTube creators. I want to shout out to all my subscribers, new and old. I want to shout out to all my moderators. And I want to shout out to my support team. My support team keeps it real with your homegirl. Yep, I guess that's it. Just Jay. Moderators. And those that are not here can catch the replay. Those subscribers that are not here, they can catch the replay. I want to thank everyone in advance. If you have hit the Cash App, I thank you. I thank you for the Cash App donations. And if you haven't donated, please donate to the Cash App donation. $ Arabia 914. Arabia 914. Donate to the Cash App. I appreciate you and I'm thanking you in advance. For those who have already done it, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hey, what's up, Lovelace? Shout out to you. Good morning. All right, everyone. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to all my moderators. Shout out to Tish for coming in. Shout out to Soul Sis for coming in. I want to shout everyone out. Thank you. Even shout out to the troll that tried to hit my link. Shout out to my moderators for keeping an eye out on the chat as much as possible. Tamika McCullen. Shout out. Just Jay, Purple Heart Podcast, Holly Favorite, Simset, Wrath. Shout out to Wrath. He's not here right now. Shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out to all my moderators that are not here right now. Shout out to them. They know who they are. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to thank everyone for supporting this channel. And we out of here, you guys. We out. Have an awesome weekend. Peace. One. Hey, what's up, Lonnie? What's up? Shout out to you. Yeah. Uncle L. Oh shit, we got Uncle L in the building. Uncle L. Oh shit. Aha. Yeah. We got Lonnie One Love in the building. Shout out to her. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Lovely, she came in late, but that's okay. At least she came in. Yeah, that's my baby girl. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, I've been pasting the wrong. What? Hold on, let me see if I can help you out here. Hold on, let me see if I can help you out, Just Jay. Hold on, Just Jay. You all right? Yeah. So that's the Cash App. If anyone wants to donate, you can simply donate to me, Arabia Barbosa. I would gladly appreciate it. And just that, I think you did post the right one. Yeah, you've done it before, so I've never had problems. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for dropping the Cash App. But yeah, that is my Cash App. I'm accepting all donations. I'm accepting all donations, and I thank you in advance. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, my birthday is in 4 more days. Yeah, 4 more days, ladies and gentlemen. I will be 53 years old. And I should have had some kids. I'll be going to the senior citizen retirement home if I'm not careful. Oh, Lord. Yep, Lovelace, I will be 54 years. No, not 54. I'll be 53. Damn, I gave myself an older age. Yeah, I'll be 53 in 4 more days. 4 more days. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. That's all I got, Lovelace. But thank God I'm not in prison. Thank God I'm not on parole. Thank God I'm not on probation. Thank God I'm not on house arrest. Thank God I got my health. Thank God I got my strength. Thank God I can walk out my door and don't have to worry about being on a walker. I'm not wearing an oxygen tank. I'm not in a wheelchair. Thank God. Because those things could have happened. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. You will be 53 in June. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club of turning almost a senior citizen. We're elders. Anyone over 40 years old is considered an elder in the community. Yeah, Lonnie. Yeah, I could have been in a worse predicament than I'm in right now. Thank God I'm not homeless. That's number one. Thank God I'm not in prison anymore. Thank God I'm not on parole. Thank God I'm not on probation. Thank God I'm not on house arrest. Thank God I can walk out of my house. I can walk down the steps without the aid of a walker or a cane or even trapped in a wheelchair. Thank God I'm able to do for myself. Thank God I'm able to take a shower. Thank God I'm able to brush my teeth. Thank God I'm able to wash my own face. Thank God I can go to the bathroom and can clean my own self and don't have to have no help. Thank God I can get in and out of the bathtub. Thank God I can go to the bathroom on my own. Thank God I can get on a bus and go to Walmart or walk down the street to go to the Family Dollar or walk to the corner store. Thank God I can read. Thank God I can write. Thank God I can speak 3 different languages. Oh yeah, I got a lot to be thankful for. Oh, sha-na-na-na-na. Lottie, don't get me started. Lonnie, don't get me started. I love Family Dollar too. Lovelace. Yeah, I love Family Dollar too. See how much I got your name. I'm reading it. How much I got to say it. What the hell? Lovelace. I gotta write me another song. What is it gonna be about? It might be Thank God. Oh, shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love. Yeah, we just discovered a new song. Yo, Just Jay, clip that up. We just discovered a new song thanks to Empress Lonnie One Love. Shalana's Point of View. And the name of the song is going to be Thank God. And I'm going to write what I just told Lonnie. Lonnie, you just wrote the song. I'm going to have to write, Lonnie co-wrote this song. Yeah, we have music. You can go on my short videos and on my community wall. I have a song right here if you want to listen to it. But I think it's kind of late to be listening to music because we're almost getting close at this video. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what I should see. And believe it or not, I learned that hide from the channel words from Sister T. So in this particular song, there are certain words that I learned from Sister T, Moonlight, and a few other YouTube creators. I just combined it into the song. Like whatever they said all the time, I combined it. But thank God for Lonnie One Love, because we getting ready to do that song. I'm getting ready to write that song, and it's gonna say thank God. Clip that up about what Lonnie just said. She said, I have a lot to be thankful for. Somebody said, it was Tish said, I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm blessed because I'll be 53 in a few more days. And I said, yeah, thank God I'm able. And then Lonnie said, yeah, thank God. And then I started going down in the line of what I'm grateful for. And I said, number one, I can get up in the morning and I can tend to my own personal needs. Thank God for that. I can walk out of my house without the aid of a cane or a walker or a wheelchair. Thank God for that. Thank God I'm able to cook for myself, to clean for myself. Thank God I'm able to even walk out of this house. Thank God I'm not on an oxygen tank. Thank God I can get out of bed without the aid of a nurse or family members. Because I want to be able to continue to take care of me for as long as I can take care of me for. Because there's some people that can't speak, they can't see, they can't hear, they can't do anything, they're disabled. You know, some people were born without arms, without legs. Oh, I got a lot to be thankful for. I got a lot to be thankful for. I'm 53 years old. I'll be 53 in 4 more days, just like Just Jay said. But I got a lot to be thankful for. So shout out to the chat. Yeah, that's gonna be the name of the song. Empress Lonnie One Love. You co-wrote the song. Shout out to you. Yep. Yep, Lonnie. So yeah. So that particular song I was just playing, and one of the lyrics was hide from the channel. That's what Sister T says in her videos all the time. When people come in and start acting so I was like, yeah, shout out to Sister T. Yeah, Bishop made it safely to Texas earlier yesterday. He made it there early yesterday. And he met up with Farmer Nancy. So yeah, Lonnie, I want you to know that Bishop did make it to Texas safely, and he's hanging out with Farmer Nancy. And Farmer Nancy was showing last night all the work that needs to be done for the farm. Shout out to the chat. Thank you, Just Jay. Thank you. I appreciate you posting it. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Yeah, you seen where Bishop and Nancy had went live. They went live for Bishop's channel though. So they chilling, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think what that child name? Soulfly. Soulfly came out there. She finally made it down there to where Nancy was at. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, that's what I think I heard Nancy say. Cause she was like, oh, Soulfly. And then she left from where Bishop was standing, she went around some bend, and then she came back. And then that's when Bishop was like, oh, Soulfly supposed to be coming. And then I was like, oh shit. So it's really coming together. It's really coming together. I think this farm situation is gonna bring a lot of us together physically. So everybody I believe because of Farmer Nancy, a lot of us gonna end up meeting each other. Finally. You know, I wouldn't mind going out there to Texas. I wouldn't mind going out there for a few days. Even though I've never been to Texas, I wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but I heard, some things about Texas, but, I wouldn't mind going just to see for myself. You know what I mean? SoFly tried to sell me tokens. uh, yeah, SoFly made it out to the house. Yep, from what I understand. From what I understand, Lonnie, she did. Yeah. Cause I believe when she pulled up, she called Farmer Nancy. And Farmer Nancy went around the bend to go see about her. And then when Bishop was still live, he had mentioned that SoFly was supposed to have been coming. Yeah. Yeah, everything is bigger out in Texas. Yo, um, just Jay. I have a nephew, right? I have a nephew that he joined not the Air Force. He joined some branch of the military. I know it's not the Army. I know he didn't join the Army. I want to say it's some other branch of the military. Anyway, my nephew, when he graduated from wherever class he was graduating from, his father, which is my brother, went out there to the graduation. And my brother he had to go all the way to Texas. And my brother don't usually do that. My brother don't usually go out of state like that. You know what I mean? Because me and my brother, we from New York, but we both live here in South Carolina. Anyway, to make a long story short, he has a son. And let me tell you, the son is doing very beautifully. He's a published author. He's a father. He's a husband. Yo, shout out to him. Cause that's something my brother never did. My brother never got married. My father never got married. My nephew is married to a wonderful woman. I've never met her in person. I've only seen pictures of her, but I've heard so much about her. And my nephew got a little baby. So yeah, my brother went all the way to Texas to the graduation. And he said it was an experience for him. I don't think he liked being out there in Texas. He didn't really speak very highly of it. Shout out to the chat if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, Lonnie, you'll be there in June. Okay. Yeah. What? Lonnie said, I'm trying to find a husband. Lonnie, you trying to find a husband? I thought you was with the other dude, Lavelle. I thought y'all was kicking it. Well, it's a long distance relationship, but I thought you guys were kicking it. Let me stay out of Lonnie business. Yeah, scratch that, y'all. Let me stay out of Lonnie's love life business. Yeah, no. Lonnie talking about she trying to find herself a husband. It's possible, Lonnie. Yeah, you go ahead and find you a husband. Just don't do like Brown Skin Lady did. Brown Skin Lady got married and didn't invite nobody to the damn wedding. Ain't that some shit? Shout out to Brown Skin Lady for not inviting us to the damn wedding. Damn, Brown Skin Lady. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady. I love Brown Skin Lady. She's still my sister on the YouTube streets. She's still my sister on the YouTube streets. Yo, I miss me some Brown Skin Lady. Brown Skin Lady. That's my baby. We are friends. Lonnie. Lonnie said her and Lavelle are just friends. Oh. Okay, Lonnie. I love long distance relationships. It's so serious. Lavelle want to get married. He want to get married for real? Wow, Lonnie. So you should go for it. Yeah, the man want to marry you. Look, I'm gonna put it like this: if a man say he want to marry you, he love you. Trust me. Trust me. I know. That was my mistake. I should have got married a long time ago. I should have married Birdman while I had the chance. Then I would be a veteran, a widow. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I would probably have more than what I got right now. But I just didn't want to deal with Birdman's family. I didn't want to deal with them. I didn't want them in my business. I don't want them coming around. I don't want them visiting me. I don't want nothing to do with them people. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, if I would have married Birdman, my last name would be Singleton. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, shout out to Brown Skin Lady and Frank Nitty. But I just find it very strange that after she got with Frank, she disappeared off the YouTubes. But that's understandable too. You know what I mean? Because she was being attacked almost every day on the YouTubes. And I guess she just got sick and tired of it. Sometimes you young ladies, you get sick and tired of shit. Just like Rarely Live TV. She's still on YouTube's, but she mostly talk about the Bible and God and stuff. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yep, Lonnie. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lonnie. If I would have married Birdman, okay, because Birdman wanted to get married, because he kind of like felt like X, Y, and Z. So Birdman was like, "Oh, Arabian, we can get married and get the marriage license, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z." And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, because I was thinking if I married him, I would be marrying his debts, his whatever money problems he was having. You know what I mean? Because I didn't see everything, But yeah, if I would have married him, I would be a veteran's widow, and I would have all the benefits of being a veteran widow. And I should have did it. I should have did it. But I didn't. You know what I mean? Word. Because I didn't want to marry his debts. Because I believe he did have a lot of debts that I didn't know about. I know that he was paying certain things for his grandchildren. And after he passed away, I already knew I wasn't gonna be doing nothing with that family. So I was like, because I didn't get along with his mom, I didn't get along with his dad. I really didn't care too much for his siblings. So I would just been in married in name only, not in relationship with them. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jack. If that makes sense. I would be a widow, but I would be a recluse widow. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I don't mean no harm, Lonnie, that's all I be meeting. Like when I go to work and stuff, that's all I meet is veterans. And most of them are older than me and stuff. And I be thinking to myself, I said, if I can X, Y, and Z, I'd be a widow. Or I'll be a military wife and I'll have all the benefits. You know what I mean? But I just don't feel like putting up the bullshit. You hear what I'm saying? I don't feel like it. I love living alone. I love living all alone. I'm alone. That makes sense. Ah, I know that's right, Lonnie, but I love living all alone. I love living alone. Trust me, sometimes I get a little, like, damn, gosh darn, fuck. Then I think about it, I lay in this bed, I be like, I'm alone. I ain't gotta worry about nobody fucking with me. I ain't gotta worry about nobody coming to the house uninvited. I ain't gotta worry about my partner or whoever it is, them going out and getting into some mixing up bullshit. It's good to be alone. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to being all alone. I'm living my life like Phyllis Hyman right now. And I love being alone. And I'm not living in confusion. 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 If that makes sense. You don't have to deal with his family. Hell, I don't have to deal. I know, because you get it's a certain satisfaction in knowing you ain't gotta put up with somebody else's bullshit, and you ain't gotta worry about eyes watching you. Another pair of eyes watch. I don't need nobody watching me. This is not the penitentiary. Control yard movement. Control yard movement. All inmates report to your destination in the next 15 minutes. Yo, this is not control yard movement. I don't want to feel like I'm in prison in my own space. If that makes sense. I mean, it's good to be in a relationship because you get to enjoy someone else and X, Y, and Z. But there's a flip side to all of that. And I don't like the flip side. And that ain't me. You know what I mean? One night stands, okay, that might be good. But then even with that, you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. If that makes sense. My daughter and grand twins just moved to Florida. It's been a long 2 years. Hot my house back. Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. But it's wonderful to have children. Yo, y'all got something I don't have. A lot of you sitting in this chat right now, you have something I don't have. And I think about that shit every day. See, I don't have children and I don't have grandchildren. And that's what some of my siblings got now. They got children, and some of them are now grandparents. You know what I mean? And I don't mean no harm, to each his own, but I wish I would have had just at least one. Just at least one. You know what I mean? That way I wouldn't be like totally alone. You know, can you feel what I'm saying? Because it feels kind of funny that, I sit in his house, right? And I go out, I do what I need to do, but there's nobody like saying, hey, X, Y, and Z. I got people that are not blood related, they're not in my family, but they treat me like family, and they call me and they be like, we just calling to check on you. We just calling to check on you. It's been a while. Birdman passed away, and X, Y, and Z, and stuff is happening in the world, and we're just calling to check on you. We're just calling. Okay, we'll talk to you later. But when they call, I be on the phone with them 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And I hate to hang up, but I know they have a life and I have a life. You know what I mean? I can't consume all their time, Word. So yeah, a lot of you are blessed. You have something I don't have. That's children and grandchildren, and people talk about the LGBTQ community. Oh yeah, we be having so much fun, but there's also some things with that is not so much fun. And a lot of people don't talk about those things, but it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. We got 8 in the building. We got 9 in the building. Oh, shout out to my moderators. Yeah. Shout out to Shalana Point of View, aka Empress Lonnie Owala. Shout out to her. She's been going live. She got StreamYards. Y'all need to go up and sub up to her. So sub up to Just Jay. Sub up to all the content creators that's in my chat right now. Shout out to them. Yeah, that's right, Lonnie. I'm doing it just like the way Sis does. He does for certain people on his channel. He be like, yo, sub up to X, Y, and Z. They go live. They got StreamYards. And that's what I say about you. I say, yeah, sub up to Lonnie. She go live. She got StreamYards. Sub up to Just Jay. She go live. She got Restream. Just Jay got Restream and Lonnie got StreamYards. Sub up to both of these ladies. I had a lot of wine yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah. But you sounded like you was having fun because I was in and out of the chat. I was in and out. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like in, out, in, out, in, out. Because other people were live around that time, but I didn't want to say nothing while you was live. I said, fuck it. I'm just going to go over and see. Because Johnny Blaze was live. Yeah. And then who else was live? Somebody else was live. It was 3 lives going on that I was in and out of. So I was in your chat. Then I went to Johnny Blaze too. And then I went somewhere else. And then I went back to your chat. Then I went back to Johnny Blaze. And I went to your chat. Then I left. and I started working on my own channel. If that makes sense. Oh, okay, I feel you, Lonnie. Yeah, you did have some interesting panels. Cause when I looked, you had a lot of different people on your panel. On the panel of your channel. Shout out to you. Shout out to your panel in your channel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, everyone. I know I said I was going to close out this video, but I want to thank everyone for coming over. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Like and share the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the Cash App if you haven't donated to the birthday donation of the Cash App. And I thank you in advance, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Those that have supported this channel in the past, I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to you, shout out to you, Asante Sana, Asante Sana. Yeah, 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 yeah. But that's gonna be my next song. Thank God. And I'm gonna write it just like the way I told Lonnie in this chat. Shout out to Lonnie. Lonnie co-wrote the song. I'll put that in the thing. Lonnie co-wrote this song, aka Shalana Point of View. Parentheses. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone this morning. I think we had a good live. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no problem. You're absolutely welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. I did a song about Lonnie. I did a song about Sister T. I did a song about the meal ticket. I did a song about Queen Regina. I did a song about Sis, the Rabbit King. Uh, who else I did a song about? Oh, about my own experiences with foster care and meeting my original people. How America sees Black women. My thoughts and opinions about different things, different subjects. That's what most of my songs are about. Oh, and I even did a song about Kiss My Cheeks. Ooh, I can't wait to see that picture on the streets. Kiss my cheeks, my cheeks. I tell you, I can't wait to see that picture. I heard she was a tenderoni. I heard she was a cutie on these streets. Kiss my cheeks, kiss my cheeks. I tell you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Frank Nitty. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Frank? What going on? How brown skin lady? My man, yo, Frank, I miss brown skin lady, man. I miss the magic of brown skin lady on these YouTube streets. Man, that's how I started saying dweebs and creeps because of brown skin lady. Shout out to brown skin lady. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I miss me some brown skin lady. I even wrote a song about her and her folded flag. She for the Giltown streets. She got married. Voila, voila, Frank stole brown skin lady. Yes, yeah, Lonnie. Yeah, there's a picture of Kiss My Cheeks floating around. I forget who got it. But when I heard about it, I said, ooh, I'm going to write me a song. And at the end of the song, the lyrics is, I can't wait to see that picture on these streets. I heard she's a tenderoni. I heard she's a cutie. Kiss my cheeks, my cheeks, my cheeks. I tell you, on these YouTube streets, kiss my cheeks. I tell you, yo, there's a picture floating. Shout out to the chat. It's a picture. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. I heard there's a picture. I wrote a song about it. I wrote a song. I write songs about everything in this sector. I asked Meal Ticket, where's the list? I wrote a song about Anthony fixing an air conditioner. I asked him the question, Anthony, did you fix that air conditioner? He played it on his channel. Yo, we be having some fun on these YouTube streets. I would rather write the songs or write my poems and, work on my channel rather than talking about other people. Because they're really not all that interesting. She's in her late 40s. She can elder. Lonnie, right? Ooh, yeah, I miss me some brown skinned lady, man. She got married to Frank, and then all of a sudden she don't forget how to do her channel, or she just don't want to do it no more. I don't blame her though, cause they was ganging up on her. They was trying to fuck with her bad. But brown skin lady kept kicking down them damn doors. Brown skin lady would show up in the chat and be like, kick down the damn door, hit the link. Yo, there's brown skin lady. And yeah, I said whatever I said. I know you fucking lying. I love it when he says that. Brown skin lady be tripping me out. She said, yeah, I know you fucking lie, you fucking dweeb. How dare you come into my chat and try to fuck with me? Let me tell you something, yo. And then Moonlight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Moonlight. Don't let Moonlight and brown skin lady be on the same panel, kicking down the Quamites' doors. Oh man, they used to just destroy the Quamites, destroy them. I was loving that. Yeah. I was enjoying. I skipped the work. Instead of walking, I used to skip. Just yes, Arabia, Lonnie, me, I would have ended up in jail. What Frank say? Frank, now, Frank, stop the cap, man. Stop the cap. You would have never went to no jail. I just miss me some brown skin lady. Brown skin lady retired from the YouTubes. She folded up her flag after she got married. I don't know where we're going. I try to be a friend to her, but you know, she just didn't want my friend. I know you fucking I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, Lord. Oh. Ah. Frank, seriously, I don't blame you. Lonnie, come on, man. Come on, Lonnie. Well, I understand. Trust me, I understand why she retired. Trust me, I understand why she folded her flag and retired from these YouTubes. See, that's where I got that I started stealing her words. I started stealing all brown skin lady words. A dweeb, creep, YouTubes, and what's that other one? I know you fucking lying, but I don't use I know you fucking lying as much as she did. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to brown skin lady. I just said that I miss the lady. I miss you. You ever heard that song? Where this lady is singing, it is a song they wrote during the 1980s. I think 1984 that song came out. It says, I miss you. I miss you. It's so easy to say it. I thought I heard your voice of the years, but I know you fucking lying. Shit, wait a minute. Something's falling down on the floor. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. We used to have some times on these YouTubes. He probably won't send it to me. Okay. All right. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, Frank Nitty. I just want to let you know I miss my homegirl. Brown skin lady. Brown skin lady. Brown skin lady. Say it like that. Brown skin lady. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. The brown skin lady was a trip. I loved her. I enjoyed her. And you know, she was something. She was really something. She was very interesting. I enjoyed every minute of her. Yes, I did. She was a whole lot of fun. She was a lot of fun. I think I met brown skin lady years ago in which chat was that? Armando Black chat. Yeah. I was familiar because we was all in Armando's chat at around that time. Then later on, we went on to Lonnie's chat. And then later on, we went to Siz's chat. And then later on, Brown Skin Lady built her own channels. And Brown Skin Lady was doing very good on her chat. Because I remember when Brown Skin Lady was first going live, I was still working at the Walmart ticket. I was still working at the Walmart ticket. A lot of things happened while I was working at that Walmart ticket. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Lovelace. That's exactly it, Lovelace. Climax. I Miss You, the Miss You song. It came out during the 1980s, and that's how I feel when certain people leave off these YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat, if that makes sense. Uh, just say you ain't no yeah, man. Yeah, man. They was having all them beefs and stuff. Shout out to the chat. That's why she left. She folded her flag and left the YouTubes. I said, ain't that some shit? I'm never the same again. Oh, shit. Anyway, you guys, I don't know how long we've been up here on these YouTubes. Let's see. Just Jay. Oh, shit. We've been here 2 hours and 6 minutes and 50 something seconds. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to thank everyone for hitting the like button. I want to thank everyone for hitting the share button. I want to thank everyone for hitting the Cash App donation button. Thank you for everyone that has supported this channel in the past, and those that are supporting it in the future and presently right now. I appreciate everything everyone is doing. So support my channel. Support my channel. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTubes. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. Yeah, man. We had a lot of changes happen on this platform. People came, people left, people went. Some people blew up as soon as they created a sector of their own, or they went to another social media platform. A lot of people are going to Rumble. Let's say that again for the people in the back. A lot of people are going to Rumble because Rumble is not as strict as the YouTubes. The YouTubes. So, some people might need to think about, starting a Rumble channel or, a Rumble stage over there. They got TikTok, they got Instagram, they got Facebook, they got different other social media platforms. And what I neglected to do this morning, you guys, I only shared this particular video to the YouTubes. I meant to share it to my other social media platforms, so I could have got a bigger audience this morning. And shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets, if that makes sense. Thank you, Just Jay. I appreciate you doing that. 1984, Arabia. Those were the extra good days. Say it again, Lovelace. Yeah. Say that shit again. 1984. Let's say it again for the people in the back, Lovelace. 1984 was I was 11 years old in 1984. Oh, damn. Hold on, wait a minute now. I just said the words. Hold on, I'm trolling my own self. Hold on, wait a minute now. I was 11 years old in 1984. I will be 53 in 4 more days. Oh, God. No. Oh, damn. But she said 1984, Arabia, those were the extra good days. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Lovelace for saying that. Yeah. Arabia's birthday is in 4 more days. Celebrate Arabia with a beautiful cat ship. That's right. Ooh, Lord. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my moderators. I got the best moderators in this whole wide sector. Yeah, I've been to other chats. I've seen how other YouTube creators do. But those that got moderators, I'm going to tell you right now, my moderators are the best. Shout out to them. Because they feel me. They feel my feeling. Hey, has anyone seen the comedian that's doing a Don't Mess with Black People series on Facebook? What is that comedian named Godfrey? The little black dude, his name is Godfrey. He's a comedian, and he be having those things on the Facebook, and he says it's like different little clips that he does, and the names of those clips is "Don't Mess with Black People." Don't mess with Black people. There's a song out on these YouTube streets. It says, stay the fuck out of Black people business. Stay the fuck out of Black people business. Stay the fuck out of Black people business. Stay the fuck, yo. That's so. Shout out to 27 Darren for sharing that video with us a few months ago. Shout out to 27 Darren. She's a hot mess. Yeah. Just Jay. Yo, he be tripping me out, man. I was over there, and I was like, what is he talking about now? And the segment of his videos is Don't Mess with Black People. And it shows Black people, getting really tired and sick of the way white people be treating them. So they be beating the shit out of people. Not all the time, but most of the videos. Because there was one lady, she had the nerve to go into the DMV and tell a Black sister, to something, and then she kicked the lady. She kicked the sister. The sister slid off her shoes so fast. Yo, just Jay. Yo, she gave that white woman a 2-piece upside her head. Then I like the one where there was this little white kid. He called this little black child, a little girl, a nigger, and said that she stanked. Yo, she jumped on that table. She confronted his little racist ass and slapped the shit out of him. Pow! I enjoy those videos. Shout out to Godfrey. Yeah, man, word. Shout out to him. Yo, he be doing those videos. I'm not black. Yo, you seen those videos? Black people with black skin tone on, especially those that come from Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic or Cuba or certain other Latino countries, they as black as me and you talking about, I'm not black, 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 I'm not black. Shout out to the chat. I'm black. I'm blackity black. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity black. I'm black, y'all. I'm so black. I'm Cape Verdean American. I'm so fucking black. I'm Cape Verdean American. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I got African blood running through my veins. I got Native American blood running through my veins, and I got European blood running through my veins. Shout out to me for being Cape Verdean American. Yeah. I got Cape Verde in my blood. Cape Verde in my blood. Cape Verde, Cape Verde in my blood. Makes sense. Yo. That's right. That's right, Lovelace. He is hilarious. I love him. Shout out to him. Word. Yeah, shout out to 27. That lady knows she's something serious. And I just love when she said, yeah, y'all. I just want to thank all the good people for coming into the chat. I want to thank all the good people for coming into the chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Yeah, this is 27 Darren doing another little short one. Do a little short one. 27 Darren, 27 Darren, 27 Darren. Shout out to 27 Darren. I have a biz. Yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm blackity black. Yeah, I'm blackity black. I'm so black. I got Cape Verde blood running through my veins. Yeah, my great grandfather came from what? Cape Verde Islands, which is what? Located in Northwest Africa. Shout out to the chat. 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 Yeah, man. He be tripping me out with his videos. I be tripping. He picked his family. What? What? Wait a minute. Did he pick? Wait a minute. Because I know he didn't pick out his original family. Because I know the mother was on drugs and stuff. But he must have been talking about the people that was fostering him, because Biz was a foster child for a couple of years. He also lived in the group homes, and that's where he learned how to do that crap. And it does happen, ladies and gentlemen. The stuff that happens between children in some of those homes, it's a reality. It does happen. Not to everyone, but to some people. In my case, I was sexually molested at the age of 9 years old, and the abuse didn't stop until I was 14. And I'm going to tell you who did it. It was my adoptive father's nephew. It was his nephew. His name, we called him Junior. We called him Junior. Yeah. So from 9 years old till I was 14. Shout out to the chat. Shout out. And everybody in that fucking house knew about it. But everyone was too scared to say anything. And then later on down the line, I found out that other people that used to come to that house used to do certain things they had no fucking business. Shout out to the chat. Okay, I'm getting emotional. No, he really picked his family out of magazine as they had this. What? What? For real? Oh shit. If he did that, just Jay, they ain't dealing with somebody that's well. I don't mean no harm, but when the children go into those group homes, and he did grow up in a group home, he was fostered out a lot because of his mother's situation. Yo, it fucks with you. It really fucks with you. Wow, wow, wow. And I'm not here to make fun of him. I'm like, wow. No wonder he's the way he is. Wow. That explains a lot. Damn. Damn. Wow. That ain't nothing to laugh at. I ain't laughing at that. Mm-mm. He picked those people out of a Ebony magazine and said those were his parents and grandparents because they had the same last name. What kind of bullshit he got going on upstairs? I'm fucking serious. I thought he was doing that because he might have discovered, the people identity or something, but oh Lord, that's twisted. Oh my God. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. When I hear people make fun of him for being a group home child, it does something to me. It does something to me. I mean, I don't like the shit that he did, but it's a common occurrence in those particular situations. It's very common. Not in all situations, in some situations. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. My God, my God. Oh, Jesus. No, it was Vibe. What? Oh my God. What? Judge J. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we're going to have to. Oh, Jesus. I thought, oh, Lord, not a vibe. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Exactly, Sim said. Wow. A Vibe magazine. It's fucked up. Oh, okay. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I had to do a moment of silence. I had to do a moment of silence, real quick, because I'm telling y'all don't know some of the. And the only time people start doing stuff like that is because some other shit had happened. Because if you ever read LL Cool J's life story, and he talks about his childhood, and he talked about how he didn't have a father figure, and how he looked up to Bruce Lee and all these other dudes, and he had pictures of them in his room, and he said, "I don't have a father, and I like each of you different dudes. I'm looking up to y'all." And it was a certain psychological thing he did, to include these men that's not in his life, men that were singers, men that were martial artists, and he included all them in. And he was like, "Yo, hey, y'all gotta read the book that LL Cool J wrote about his life." I'm telling you, the things children go through, and how we have to protect ourselves, and I don't mean no harm. I don't think I'd be breathing if I didn't go to that penitentiary when I went. I don't think I'd be breathing right now. For real, for real. That's how fucking sick. Trust me. When I say sick, I was sick. Upstairs. I'm still struggling with that, but it's not as pronounced as it was before. You know what I mean? I think because I had to stop drinking real heavy, but I still drink to this day. I have maybe one or two, and then I leave it alone. But it ain't like the way it used to be, man. Fuck. And I was doing all that just to mask and cover up my own insecurities and my own feelings. But imagine the people that don't do it. Imagine what they do. Some of them work, some of them become workaholics, some of them I don't know. Thank you, Lovelace. Shout out to all of y'all. Do it like it's Arabian. Okay, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy, you guys. We've been here 2 hours and 29 minutes. We had some good times. We had some laughs. Towards the end, we had a little moment of silence. Moment of silence on my part. Moment of silence. And, because I was just reflecting, Mm-hmm. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I don't know. It just seems like as I get older, the more sensitive I become to certain things. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I didn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care. But as I get old, and I noticed when I started changing, when I started becoming more sensitive, and I was what? I had to been like 14 when I really started feeling the feelings of sympathy and empathy. And then that's when I started, around that time, that's when I started the attitude of being biased. And if you was with me, you was with me, and that was it. No, nobody could say nothing about you. Even now, I struggle with it now. Being biased. You know what I mean? And it's just something that been with me all my life. I would say most of my life. Me being like, if I really like somebody, I really, really like them. I don't give a fuck what they do, right or wrong. They still right in my eyes. They still cool with me. X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean? They can do no wrong. They could be killing somebody. And I'd be like, oh, it wasn't them. Or somebody lying on them. Yeah, I don't believe that. Show me receipts. Show me the proof. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just this is a long one. I didn't mean to be this long. I really didn't. I want to just play the music, speak for a few minutes, and have a good day. But I want to thank everyone for coming in this morning. We had some good times. We started out a little rocky, a little slow, and we had a good time, a couple of laughs, a couple of jokes. We was had a good time. Then I had a moment of silence because I was, trying not to be emotional about certain things, but I can't help but being emotional about him. Even though I don't like Biz 101, I don't like him, but I do understand what be happening in some of those group home settings. And I think Lonnie used to work with children, so she knows, certain things, between those children do happen. There's a lot of physical abuse that happens between children. If you go to some of those juvenile hall facilities, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And it was 10 times worse then when we were young than what it is right now. Shout out to the chat. I remember my father, he told me he remembered them sending him to a reform school in Middletown, New York, when he was 14 years old. So he had to go to reform school. And the only reason why he was sent there is because he decided to fight back against my grandfather. Because my grandfather was very abusive towards my father and my grandmother. And he was very, very abusive towards my father. And then one day my father just couldn't take it no more. He took a chair and he knocked grandpa upside his head. He was tired of him. All that anger, all that hurt. And he turned on the grandfather. And they sent him to a reform school in Middletown, New York. And my father told me about the situations up there and how they would beat the children. Back then, the teachers and the principals and all those people that was over the school, they actually practiced corporal punishment on the children. And my father was coming from a house where he was being abused in a way, because ain't no way in the world, that don't make no sense for nobody to be beating on no 2-year-old kid. It don't make no sense for nobody to be beating on no child and they 2 years old, and you beating on them like they're a fucking runaway slave. That don't make no fucking sense. Not to me. People call it corporal punishment. I call it child abuse. I'll call it for what the fuck it really is. Shout out to the chat if that makes sense. Yeah, shout out to the chat. I think we've been here long enough, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone for coming over. I want to thank everyone. I know everyone has something they need to do today. I want everyone to enjoy their weekend. I want to thank everyone for their visit. I want to thank everyone for their support. I want to thank everyone for subscribing up. I want to thank everyone for liking and sharing this video. I want to thank everyone that hit the Cash App. If you haven't hit the Cash App, you can donate right now. Shout out to the chat. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you in advance for anything that you do for this channel. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to work on that song in a few more minutes. It's called Thank You, God, co-written by the Empress, Lonnie One Love, a.k.a. Shalana's Point of View. Thank everyone for coming over. I thank you. I thank you. I'm thankful to all of you. I'm thankful to all of you. Even though we might argue with each other, don't see eye to eye or X, Y, and Z, I still appreciate you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I respect you. And, I hope we can have plenty of other good lives just like this one. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I want to thank all the content creators that came into my chat. King Mafia Anthony, Just Jay, a.k.a. Purple Heart Podcast, Shalana's Point of View, a.k.a. Empress Alani One Love. I want to thank all my moderators for coming in. I want to thank Tish for coming in. I want to thank Solstice for coming in. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I want to thank everyone that came. Everyone that came this morning. Shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please have a wonderful day. Please stay safe out there. If you're driving up the highways and the byways, shout out to Bishop for getting to Texas safely. He's hanging out with, Farmer Nancy right now. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. And shout out to Sister T for going live yesterday. Johnny Blaze 2 for going live yesterday. Shalana's Point of View for going live yesterday. Shout out to King Mafia Anthony that was live yesterday. I think King Mafia Anthony was live for more than 20 hours. Wow. Oh, Lord. I couldn't do it. I had to go to sleep. I had to go to sleep on him. I'm getting old, Anthony. I'm getting old. Shout out to Uncle L for coming in. Shout out to Fat Steve. Shout out to the people sitting in the bushes. Shout out to you because you make my channel pop. You make it rock. Shout out to all my moderators, my subscribers, new and old. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to Frank Nitti for coming in. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady for being so wonderful and gracious to us while she was on these YouTube streets. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. She's still being spoken of in these YouTube streets because she's a day one OG. Yes, a day one OG. Yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to everyone that supports my channel. I don't care if you're a rabbit. I don't care if you're a sniper. I don't care if you're an outlaw. I don't care if you're a mafia. I don't care if you're a Kwamite. If you support this channel, you support this channel. Shout out to you. And we out, you guys. We are out of here. I want to thank everyone. This was an awesome video. I really enjoyed myself. I had a good time. Of course, I had the moment of silence. I had to, step back from the mic a little bit. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I want to thank all my moderators for posting my channel in the comment section and my Cash App. $Arabia 914 if you want to hit the Cash App. And for those who have already donated, thank you very much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. For those that are getting ready to contribute to the Cash App donations, I thank you in advance. And we out of here. We did it, you guys. We did it. Oh, wow. I can't wait to see that picture. Peace, y'all. Thank you. Peace. One.